Abhijit, you are a veteran sports administrator for over 30 years. For several years, you virtually ran Indian cricket in various roles. You also were part of one of the first bids in the first cycle of the IPL. Tell us a little bit about that, about what were you thinking you were buying when you made that first bid?
Asking me about the first time?
The first one, and then the second one after that,
yeah.
and the difference.
First of all, let me congratulate Poria by coming up with a very apt name for Lalit Modi, the Maverick. He came, he conquered, but unfortunately he has to leave by setting the stage, by creating the largest league, sporting league of the world. Now coming to the point of the first year, that is when the tender, by the end of 2007, the tender was released. Then Mr. Modi started calling the prospective people who are interested in this league. Naturally, we were the major player, major stakeholders in cricket at that point of time. He was hell-bent that we invest in this league, we are part of this league. So we bought that ITT form, and but we were not sure about it. But just a day, around I think 48 hours or 72 hours before, he again called us, because there was within 48 hours we were supposed to submit the earnest money, 48 crores. So, but 72 hours before, we were still not sure. We said, okay, we will certainly come. We will deliver the earnest money on time. But we missed the deadline. Again he called, because he was not sure at that point of time that who are the people who will be coming for that first bid in Bombay. So he wanted that everybody comes, and he wanted to create that competition also amongst all the bidders. See, again he called, I think just 24 hours before. He said, he convinced us, and he said, you come over, you submit the earnest money, and I will make you, the management consider that even if you have submitted that earnest money 24 hours late, you will be considered. So anyway, we went there, we submitted the earnest money, we met with our bid and handed over the bid. I personally handed over the bid to Mr. Modi. But there were two prospective bidders who are already the owners of two prominent IPL teams who objected. And I don't know, but because it was, they objected that the earnest money has been submitted late, and so they cannot be considered. So Amritas, there was, we were there, Mr. Biani's companies were there, and ICICI Prudential was there. So all the three people were disqualified on that basis. By the way, but I don't want to create any controversy because it cannot be corroborated.
You can create a controversy, you know.
But the bid which we had, we would have been the owner of one of the most prominent team where we are sitting.
So let's be clear. So Abhijit is actually saying on record that had that bid been considered, KKR would have gone to you all.
Our bid was 83 million. Now you can calculate what was the bid.
Okay. So we got our news point.
and tied with this, of course, is the fact that Shah Rukh Khan was brought in later. In the beginning, it was a different thing, and it's only when Shah Rukh Khan came in and then things changed.